I bought my first Microsoft Surface Pro 4 in 2016. I got the i7, 16 gig RAM, and then whatever the default SSD was at the time. That machine lasted exactly 3 years until May 2019 when it started getting the Flickergate issue. You can see a video here. Really quickly, that's just when your screen freezes when the machine gets too hot, and then in my case it was just bouncing up and down, and that's a hardware problem that cannot be fixed by Microsoft. They were nice enough to give me a replacement machine since the Surface 4 was no longer being made. It seems like they gave me a Surface 6. That one came with a 3-month warranty. As you can see, 2 years later, it's just falling apart again. This machine originally had the far tilt for the stand, and maybe it's a design flaw, but like it doesn't even stand itself up anymore. So I'm not really gonna compare the cover. That's just from wear and tear, and this is from the first Surface I had, so I'm not gonna make any complaints about that. Though I will say it's built pretty cheaply as well. I mean, this thing started peeling out even with normal use. Both machines had the issues where they run really hot, the battery life dies really quick without the charger. Every now and then the internet will drop out for no reason, even though my Wi-Fi is fine. So it just seems like these aren't built to last that long. I don't know if that's done on purpose or what. It's gotten so bad, I bought a M1 Mac to replace it. Well, I can't really replace it because there's just some things that this M1 Mac cannot do, even compared to normal Macs. Still a relatively new technology. I use the Surface just for anything that really has to run on Windows, like SQL Server. I got this Mac in November 2020, so it's still new, relatively new. It will be unfair to compare these two. They're not even the same machine in any way. There's already some usage marks on this. I use both machines equally hard. I bring them in the garage with me. They're in the car, they're on the floor. I mean, they see some pretty hard use. So in 2 years' time, or 3 years, I want to see how this Mac holds up in comparison to the same 3 years from these Surface machines.